I'm saying that's what I told you.
That's a video right there.
Reloading with
video
WarCry. That's such an amazing build.
Only reload with Chaos Agent.
So this video is being recorded during the Fortnite Save the World Power Hour, where we've got golden mist monsters dropping a ton of extra gold, and more importantly for this loadout, the Super Soldier modifier. This is a standard shotgun loadout. I've shown it a million times, link down below. But the idea is we can reload with WarCry, and then every single elimination takes 4 seconds off the cooldown. I think, in theory, I should be able to reload only with my WarCry if I can get enough kills from either... I think you need weapon kills, so I don't think traps will work, but I still think this could be fun and worth doing, and very, very viable. I didn't realize how long that WarCry cooldown was. But the idea is pretty simple. You know, you get a few eliminations, run around, shoot some stuff with a shotgun. Pretty easy to do. You can get a lot of kills that way. Reload with the WarCry. And if you have sufficient enough enemies, you should be able to get most of the cooldown. But, of course, we're also in a nature zone, and they're sapping all of my energy. So I think that's going to end up being a problem. Trapping for a defense like this is pretty straightforward. We've got a lot of teammates that are pretty jazzed up with the power hour here, so it's not going to require that much, but I still don't want to fail a mission, especially on camera. So we're going to do a very basic retrieve the data defense. Anti-airs in the corners for propanes. Got the tar pits to stop smashers. Wall darts in the corners here are very, very effective because they shoot 3 tiles, and they do a really good job. They activate at 3 tiles and shoot 3 tiles. There is some misinformation about that not being the case, but that is definitely how it works. I think visually they go a little further according to some people, but that is how it works. So we can do that here. Get some directional floor freezes. These are all directional. I'm facing towards the defense because it'll bounce them and follow them towards the back, and that works for tire traps and floor freeze. Very standard basic stuff here, but I think that's honestly enough. We can shoot the balloon down and get going. All right, so coming out of here, I definitely need to reinforce this because what can happen is, you know, things explode, things get smashed. It's a dangerous game we're playing, but that should be enough to get things moving. I also want you to come over here because you're golden and I want your loot. So I don't know if I should start with the WarCry. The idea with this build was definitely to be reloading exclusively with WarCry. I didn't think there would be an over 1 minute cooldown. That's a lot. I should have thought in advance about that. But if I can shoot a little more sparingly like this, one at a time, you can get the cooldown reduced significantly. So it might not be a WarCry only cooldown. Maybe I'll title it accordingly so it's not too clickbaity. But the theme, you can see, is still very intact. You reload with 1 grenade, let a few things fade away to the affliction damage, and you get a very, very viable build out of this because it's, you know, it's a WarCry spam on a loadout that is already extremely strong. The ground pounder is one of the strongest weapons in the game, especially with a proper shotgun loadout. You're looking at north of 3 million plus damage per second. It's not the highest DPS possible, you know, bugged Black Drum and the Nocturno, these things exist in the game, but in general, it's a very, very strong build that just about anybody can use because the ground pounder is flexible. You can just go and get it right now. Buckshot Raptor is a guaranteed collection book reward at level 100, so everybody can get this loadout going. Dennis Jr. is 1 voucher away. You can get Toy Rockin' Out, no problem. So, giving that insane build a WarCry is just nuts. That's just too much. That's too good. And a lot of these enemies are dying before they can hit my trap, so Battle Beat's not very active. We're not getting a ton of use out of our team perk yet, but it's honestly okay. So long as I can make sure to grab a fumble football before a big target like a mini boss or a big smasher, that is all that we're really worried about. And during this power hour, getting all this gold on the ground is incredible. I have not been seeing the amount of gold I should be getting. It's interesting. The total at the end is not giving me more gold than a normal amount. We've only been getting a few hundred gold per mission, which I don't even know if that's normal. I feel like it is. I don't know. It's been a lot for a lot of people. I've seen screenshots in the 600s range, which is incredible. If this ever happens again, I would really like that to be a regular thing. If Epic made like a Saturday weekly event, I think they did this in BR, that'd be kind of amazing. The Super Outlanders would be great for farming. Just putting Clip in the league could be absolutely the time to restock all your resources. Maybe a monthly farming session, you could get that organized. Or if you're running a constructor, you get that reduced building materials cost, which is excellent for setting up a storm shield defense or something permanent like that. So these are really, really cool things that are going on. But of course, if you're watching this video, I think this is the third one I'm recording and probably the third one to go out on the channel. I like to upload chronologically unless there's an important way to rearrange things. So if you're watching this, Power Hour is probably long past, but still, I hope you guys can enjoy the fact that we were able to make some loadouts possible that were never possible before. That's kind of the entertainment factor of what's going on here. I totally respect and agree that it's kind of annoying to watch a video on an event you might have missed. It wasn't extremely well advertised. Power Hour was put in the news feed once, like a couple days in advance, and then if you didn't see Archer's tweet or my video, you just wouldn't know it was happening, and that's fair. That's fair. It's not an amount of gold that's completely game-changing. A few hundred gold is fine, you'll live without it. It's not a huge deal, and you're not missing anything than a fun modifier for an hour, so it really is just a power hour. There isn't any exclusive here that you're going to be missing out forevermore, but it's a fun thing that happened, and if they make a weekly event out of it, kind of like the weekly shop reset, like Epic doesn't necessarily, there is a counter in the game, but you don't really know the importance of the weekly shop reset if you're a brand new player. But once you get used to it, you just kind of expect it. And I feel like that could be what's going to go on here, where every Saturday we get a power hour event. It might not be the superheroes rotating. Maybe it is. They could just put these 4 on rotation, and on average, that would be 1 of each character per month. You know, like I said, a monthly farming session could be a thing. I've seen stuff like this happen in Pokemon Go with their spotlight hours, where every Tuesday there's something interesting going on for an hour. You know, and then I think like Wednesday raid hour is a thing in Pokemon Go. So other games have done similar effects, and it's kind of fun. It just gives you this consistent source of events happening where you can always do something a little interesting if you want to shake up the norm. So yeah, I have not been able to melt that many Mist monsters in this gameplay, but I hope you could enjoy my rambles about the power hour and how awesome this build is in general. Reloading casually with a WarCry is so satisfying. Because of that extreme 1-minute cooldown, I am usually only using that versus the mini boss. So to be able to pop a WarCry normally, in my opinion, is how WarCry is meant to be used. I feel like WarCry is such a strong ability, but it's not 1 minute plus cooldown strong. I feel like Epic has put such a crazy cooldown on this ability that we almost never get to actually use it, which kind of defeats the purpose. And okay, I cannot heal my teammates. I'm gonna have to figure this out. All right, so first and foremost, our shotgun is about to break. And at the 10 file mark is when you typically get your new Epic mini boss. So we're gonna craft a new copy there. I want a strong Jabberwocky here, and I'm gonna need more ammo for the things that I'm using. Okay, cool, there we are. Where is our mini boss? Over here. So I wanna see what kind of modifiers are on this thing. Link to my video on the best weapons for mini bosses. Wow, tank, easy as that. All right, so reload with the WarCry and then die immediately. What happened there? Where did that health go? What did you hit him with? What was that, Southie?
Black
What
drum.
the fuck was that damage, my guy? Buckshot? Was that me? Who did all that? The mini boss melted.
No, sorry, I think that was my black drum with
You know I'm
the
showcasing a
WarCry
loadout, sir. We've seen the black drum. Link to the video down below. Link to the other video down below. The weapon's insane. Wow, there's
Still
the mini
insane,
boss.
even in this update.
Hey guys, the ground powder's insane. Yeah, but the black drum exists. I know. Well, anyway, that's the mini boss dead. Black drum's kind of insane right now. It's doing a little more than it should, but so long as I don't die to the mini boss right away, usually the ground pounder can take out an entire mini boss in 1 or 2 megs. And if you're reloading with a WarCry, yeah, it's just all that much faster. It's pretty satisfying to spam these powerhouse of weapons. Like I said, I wasn't melting Mist monsters earlier, but now that we're back to it, I feel like they might have just been going down so fast through my chatter that I didn't even realize what was happening. I need to get back into this defense though, because unfortunately, retrieve the data has a storm. It's just kind of the nature of the mission, where eventually you have to back off or you end up like Tomatech over there. Like if I didn't run back, I feel like my entire team would be me right now, and I'm already taking damage anyway. Thank you, team. Yeah, normally I left him out there because I died anyway. As you can imagine, I was expecting my similar fate. Okay, I'm hoping for Affliction to catch up here and just eliminate all of the enemies in a row, but I am getting absolutely destroyed over here. Typically, the healing from Totally Rockin' Out should be sufficient in staying alive, but that requires your traps to be out there killing things. A couple of walls goes a very, very long way, so that the enemies that come closer, you can pick off and kill them, and you're not at a risk of death. But honestly, I think I might call this video here. I feel like we've shown it. Reloading with a WarCry is super fun. The fact that we can make a build like this possible is so good, because I've always really enjoyed the super soldiers, superheroes modifier in Ventures because of what is possible. Unfortunately, in Ventures, you are not able to use your own weapons. So to bring that Ventures modifier over to the main game is such an exciting way to switch things up. And even if it was only for a couple of hours on some random Saturday, it's a cool thing that Epic's doing, and I hope to see more. So that's about it. I hope to see more of you guys as well. So subscribe. Twitch link down below. I do record these on stream, as you might have figured, and it's always fun to be a part of these. So if you ever want to be a part of that fun, link down below. If you want to support me with your purchases in the item shop, it's a huge support. Code Mista at your checkout. I really do appreciate you guys. It goes a very long way. That's it. I'm out of here. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet video of a thing that was possible that one time. And then